And Mr. Manna, we touched on how much money's been raised now. Can you go through kind of a process that they go out and ask? Is it basically just people asking for money, or how is this campaign structured?
Well, first of all, Cody, anybody that gives anything, any monetary scholarships, endowments, or whatever, any contribution to the university, whether it be through alumni, through the foundation, or through athletics, counts towards this goal. But one of the things that we tried to do this time is that we wanted to get more of a participation from more of our alumni. So we came up with something what I call the power of $12.50. And what we're asking everybody to do is to give a contribution of $12.50. And if every alumni that we know of that is alive today gives $12.50, that will mean nearly $500,000 into our coffers. If every graduating class were to give $12.50 as they graduate, that's $25,000 every year. And of course, if everybody were to jump on board at $12.50 for 3 full years, that would be in excess of $19 million.
That'd be great.
So we just tried to come up with a method by which everybody would be at a level that everybody could participate at, and that's $12.50, 125th, and so that's how we came up with the idea of the $12.50.
And since you came up with that idea, which is easy to catch on to, easy to subscribe to, is there any plans to appeal to the student body or anything along those lines?
One of the things that the university has done is, as you know, that they've established the Alumni Association for the students so that they're prepared to be a part of an alumni when their 4 years at Northwestern are through. And so what we're hoping is at the level of $12.50, if we can get them involved in it, it's sort of like homecoming. You get the alumni back on campus, and then they become a part. They continue to be a part of the school. And if we can continue to keep our active students involved in the contributions back into the school, then we will strive and we will grow and we will become even more successful than we are today.
Good point. Is there anything else y'all would like to add about the capital campaign, Dr. Webb or Drake?
Before I get in trouble, I'd like to say that I'm co-chairing with my wife, so I just want to stay out of it so I don't get in trouble.
Oh, that's got to be nice.
We tried to involve couples, and you might want to let Drake tell you about the organization of the effort itself, the steering committee, which John and Lynn chair, and what their plan of action is for reaching people.
Yeah, that's a very good point, because a lot of people do not know about the Foundation Board of Directors or what the Alumni Association actually does. Could you touch on that?
Right. We've got John and Lynn Mano as chairs of our campaign. John's the head of our fundraising committee, and him and Lynn have done a lot for the school, along with our honorary chairs. We chose some individuals who we thought have really come out and supported the university at a high level, and we wanted them to serve as examples of alumni who've gone out and distinguished themselves, but then reinvest in their alma mater. But we also have with that, beyond our chair and honorary chairs, is a 10-member steering committee. And what we did there was we chose people of different ages and backgrounds and in different locations. And what we're looking for them to do is to reach out within their social network, get their friends, family, old classmates involved with the campaign at the level at which they can give. We'll also be going into each one of these areas and hosting an event in that area. We started this year at the first home football game. The night before, we went to the Dow's house and hosted an event in the Houston area. We'll be doing this at the different locations where these alums are stationed. Also, what we've got is these people don't just ask for money, but they're also giving too. We chose people who have supported the university, who will be supporting the university through this campaign, so it's an easy ask for them. They kind of serve as an example throughout this. So a lot of it has to do with getting in that area, and it means a lot to an alumni when another alum comes to them, not just someone from the university, not just a fundraiser, but one of their friends that says, hey, I've done this, this is the reason I did it, and I think you ought to try it too. So that's the way we're trying to reach out with the campaign.
Great. We touched on the Student Alumni Association a little earlier, just to kind of switch off, since we're already talking about the Alumni Association activities. How is that group doing?
That group is just had tremendous success in their first year. What we did early on, Cody and I, you and I had a lot of conversations early on about this, a lot of focus groups, and we saw that there was an interest in this. So we had a lot of students come in and join the organization. This summer we chose officers, had a retreat, and those guys have really hit the ground running this fall. They're putting together a leadership camp for the students in the areas at the different high schools, which I'm told they've got a lot of numbers for that so far. They put on a very successful welcome back block party for the new students, had almost 200 students at that, gave them information on not just the Student Alumni Organization, but other opportunities on campus for them to get involved. But really the SAA is an educational tool on our end. It teaches the students you know, what it means to be involved and what it means to be an alum and why it's important to have that school spirit and to reinvest in your institution. It always raises that quality of the degree when you get out and go on into the workforce.
And Dr. Well, what did you think about the Student Alumni Association when it was first started and the reasons for keeping it?
Well, I thought it was an excellent idea. You need to understand that my father was over alumni affairs here, so I've been a big believer in alumni affairs, both among alumni as well as students, for a long time. In fact, we tried this several years ago. And it's like so many things. You've got to have interested people, and you've got to have someone on staff who promotes it and really sticks with it. And I'm real pleased that Drake and his staff have done a good job with that, and just as pleased, if not more so, that there's been a tremendous amount of student involvement in that. And I think it's very healthy for the institution, because if we could get to the point where Northwestern students, either while they're here or at the time of graduation, realize the importance of giving back, then it helps tremendously, because students can't help but realize, any of the students here at the university, chances are those students are on some form of financial aid. Chances are, in some cases, a number of cases, they're on aid provided by nice, supportive alumni like John and Lynn Mano and other people who have given for that purpose. And so I would hope that it just seems natural to want to give back, to help other students in the future to have similar opportunities. I tell people we're in the life-changing business at Northwestern. What could be more important than that? And other than charities and religious groups, what place would you rather invest your money for the future?
Cody, in closing, I'd like to say that there's a great tool for our alumni. And our alumni department has put up a great website that allows them to reconnect with old friends from either through fraternity, sororities, organizations that they were part of, and they need to go online and get a part and become a part of that.
Yeah, and that's northwesternalumni.com, right?
It's northwesternalumni.com, and there's also very convenient ways on there for giving to this campaign, whether it's a bank draft or making a pledge or setting up payments from your credit card. There's just a number of ways. The best thing about this campaign, as John mentioned, is there's something for everyone, whether it's $12 one-time gift, $12 a month for 3 years, or endowing a scholarship, funding a program enhancement fund. There's something at every level.
Well, I appreciate John and Drake and Dr. Webb, and John, especially appreciate all that you've done for the university, strictly volunteering, and definitely means a lot. So that's an issue where great things happen. I've been Cody Bork, and have a great night or day.